Hey everyone, this is Christine with Gorilla Desk, and today I'm going to teach you how you can use the multi-dwelling units or MDU inside Gorilla Desk. MDU allows you to easily manage apartment complexes or commercial properties with multiple units inside Gorilla Desk. First, you will need to enable MDU under your add-ons. Scroll down until you see multi-unit tracking. Turn on the toggle and then click on multi-unit tracking right here. And you will see the first power up that we have for this feature, which is the MDU paperwork. This will allow you to display the information on your paperwork, such as your invoices and work orders. Once this is enabled, you will have the option to click the settings right here that will allow you to manage the information displayed on your invoices and paperworks. Once MDU is enabled, you will need to configure your buildings and units. So first, we have to pull up our customer and then click on the Locations tab. And then we are going to select the location that we'd like to configure its units. So say for example, let's do this main location. And then we are going to click on Manage Units right here. Now we are going to add our building, but for this example, it will just be building 1. And then click Add. Now that we have building 1 right here, it's time for us to add the units. So let's just do unit 1 and then click Add. From here, you can also add a name and contact information as well as the top note for that specific unit. Once you've configured this page, you can just go ahead and click Save right here. And then cancel, and then just hit Save again on this location pop-up notification or pop-up screen. Once you have configured your units, you can head back to your calendar to create a job. Just click anywhere on your screen and select New Job. Then we are going to add in the customer and the location that we predefined earlier with our units, and then say that this is going to be a monthly general service. Right before saving the job, you have to click Manage Units first, and then Update Assigned Units. And then now you can go ahead and save. Now that you have created a job, as you can see, you have the option to click on Units tab right here. You can also click this Assign Units and then Manage Units right here to add additional units or building to this specific location. Once you're actually here in the Units tab, you actually have the option to check in or check out once you're done. You can also add a top note for this specific unit, also a job note to add in what was done on that service location or for this unit. You can also add just a normal job notes that will be for internal use only, as well as materials out here right here in the job. So just for the sake of example, let's go ahead and check in. And then let's add in a note. And this note that's visible to client if you wanted to say something that will be forwarded over to them. So say for example, the default one, save, save right here. And then we can also go ahead and add materials. Target pest and then hit save. Now earlier, I showed you a power-up inside the MDU tracking add-on inside Gorilla Desk that's called MDU paperwork. So just like what I mentioned, this will display unit level information in your invoices and work orders. and then right here on the settings panel, you will have the ability to configure which one you wanted to add into your paperworks. If you don't want to show the check-in or check-out time, you can just go ahead and disable it. But for this example, I'll go ahead and turn it on so that I can show you how it looks like on your paperwork. Let's go back to the calendar for us to pull up the job that we just created. So let's open the job. And everyone knows that you can actually send your work orders to your customer as a whole, as well as the invoice. But inside the units, you can also send a work order by clicking this three dots right here. And then you can send it over by email, by SMS, or by both. You can also view the PDF copy of it. So this will show you exactly how the customers will see it right here. All right. All right, let's just go ahead and check out first. There you go. And say, for example, that we have already completed the job. There you go. Now let me show you again the PDF copy of the work order. Now, as you can see, it will have like the notes that we added on the job itself, as well as the materials that we used on the job. And if we scroll down, you will see here the unit inspection detail. So we have the unit information, the building information, number checked, so 1 of 100%, as well as the check-in and check-out time, and the chemicals or products that were used on the service we just did on that specific unit. Now, again, this is how your work orders will look like. Now, if we go to our invoices, you will also have the option to generate a PDF copy of it. So this is how it's going to work. It will have the price right there. It will show you the chemicals that were used for that job itself, as well as the unit inspection detail. It will have all the information similar to the work order. The only thing that's different is that the invoice will have the cost, while the work order is just all the details inside the job. So this is how it's going to look like in your paperworks. Again, if you don't want to show some information right here, you can just go back to your add-ons and configure that over under your MDU paperwork settings. All right, that's it for today, and that's everything you need to know about the MDU or multi-dwelling units inside Gorilla Desk. As always, if you have any questions, you can give us a call at 855-536-7470, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is Christine with Gorilla Desk. Take care and stay safe. Bye.